Bhagavan Lingamurti, form of Paramashiva. All of us have been initiated, empowered to see our higher identities, our existence in the higher parallel universes, in the planes of Pitruloka and all the higher existence. So all of you that are here with us, all the participants, through the program today, Swamiji has initiated all of us to be able to experience one of the best, one of the highest state of existence. So are you all ready? Now to manifest this experience, this as a direct experience. Alright, so what we're all going to be doing now is we're all going to be manifesting this power of being able to scan any place, remote vision, where you're going to be able to connect to any place of your will and you will be able to scan it. Is that right? Right after you manifest powers, what happens? All the experience, all the initiation, whatever you receive, it will simply become an experientially, like literally Swamiji is like going the seed in you and it will flower into an experience. So I'm going to be keeping one object in front of me, okay? So what we're all going to be doing is we're all going to be scanning and identifying what is that object that I'm going to be holding in my hand. Okay? Shall we all start? Okay. I have an object in my hand, object that I'm holding in my hand. And I'm going to request all of you to connect to Swamiji, and you're all going to be scanning and identifying what is it that I'm holding in my hand. You're going to be describing all of its attributes, its color, its size, shape, everything. Shall we start? See, understand. It does not matter the distance that you are, where you are sitting, and whether you are believing in the science or not, doesn't matter. Power manifestation doesn't depend all of this. See, it's simple, like Googling. Does Google show you the results based on your mood? Does it say, "Ah, you're smiling very nicely, I'll show you good results"? No, it doesn't matter. Whether you are happy and Googling, whether you're crying and Googling, it doesn't matter. Google is still Google. It's a science, right? You put in, there's a software behind it. Power manifestation is the same. Literally the exact same science. It is not dependent as to what, whether science and approach it or whether you approach it with criticism, it doesn't matter. Because the software is established in such a way that it responds to the frequency that you tune in. What is important is just that you do the process. I can't go to Bing and I can't go to some other site. I can't go to Edge and then I can't. I have to go to Google Chrome and type it. Then the process. You have to chant the Mahavakya, connect. Then you will manifest the powers. The process is important. It's not the. It is not. It's not based on your. It is not. It's important. So let's straight. Now listen. Don't try to say, oh, small objects could be around her. That really connect eyes, whatever thing it in the state. Chant the Maha. What's the view? There's so much Vishwa, Amina, there's all of you to the Mahavakya, all the participants.
Shivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda
Yes. Now, I request all the participants to sit straight and connect to Swamiji and scan and identify what is the exact object that I am holding in my hand. Start with describing the shape, the size, the colors, whatever you're seeing. Describe. Don't try to get some big strategy. Experience the oneness. See, if you try to apply too much of logic and all of it, it will not work that way. It is like having 10 philosophers trying to break a prison. There's a very nice story about it. So, 10 in one country, 10 philosophers were imprisoned. Okay, so they were all kept together in one prison cell, and they all decided somehow they should escape from the prison. These great minds, great brains, and they made the exact route in which they'll go. They discuss everything end to end. Okay, they even made a duplicate key and all. They chose the date of. Exactly as planned. They came up without getting suddenly the group that dropped and they can't have it. Have it. All the philosophers, what happened? Forgot this growth so quick. You know, I request all of you to post the
Nithyananda.
describe the description. Yes. Now, I request all the participants to go ahead and post in the chat whatever you're all seeing as the object that I was holding. Okay, see many of you have posted different descriptions. Actually, the object that I was holding is a bangle. It's a golden bangle. This is the object that I was holding in my hand. So you all can see here. So whoever described, I see some of you had put a jewelry, and then I see some of you said there are some golden color. Actually, see, whenever you manifest, try and do this. Try and go into details, as many details as possible. How many ever details you're able to see, go on describing that. That will lead you to a breakthrough. Okay, and also Paramashivoham Level-1 participants. Ma Kameshwari Bhamidipalli, and then we have someone called iPad. Aya, could you please rename yourself? I see that your name is iPad. Please could you rename yourself? And Ma Lalita Gabriela, and we have Ma Sangeeta. Every one of you, I'm going to request all of you to start focusing on the signs of power manifestation. Start bringing your awareness, start actually consciously making it as a practice. See, you're all learning so many extraordinary sciences, and many of this Might be for the first time in your life you're hearing or you're understanding. So when you manifest powers, right, they equip you to be able to manifest and experientially test with these powerful cognition. So by the time you attend Paramashivoham, experientially taste in higher powerful cognitions. So we suggest and highly recommend the Paramashivoham Level 1 participants to please go ahead and start sitting sincerely and manifesting powers. Okay, so now we're all going to be entering into the next session of the day, where we will be learning about one of the most important aspects. See, from morning till now, we've all understood the science of how, who is Lingamurti. We've all understood the science of the cosmos, cosmology, and so many powerful cognitions about that. Now, in the next session, we are going to be learning about the principle that Bhagavan Lingamurti embodies.
Each act of Mahadeva is worshipped as one deity, one god. His act of cutting the head of Daksha is Virabhadra.
Nithyananda, everyone. We have been learning about the Bhagavad Gita and the wealth completion. And Ma Sangeeta, Vishwanathan, Aya, iPad. Can you rename your name, please? Kameshwari Bamidipadi, Ma Shiva Satyajata, Lalita Gabriella. All of you, please come on camera. So we were learning from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, and the 5th verse, that such a beautiful verse where Bhagavan Krishna says, Uttaredana Atmanam Atmanam Avasadayet Atmaivanaiva Banduro Atmaiva Ripuratmanaha. That means you are your own friend, you are your own enemy. If you raise yourself by yourself, you are your own friend. Otherwise, you are your own enemy. It's such a beautiful verse. Swamiji has explained such elaborately. And you know what? For those of you, Swamiji has spoken 3 times at least Bhagavad Gita. First time, 18 days, he spoke in 2005 on the occasion of starting the Western Hemisphere, the headquarters of Western Hemisphere in Los Angeles. He spoke in one of the famous temple, Malibu, in the San Jose. Then 18 days, he spoke 18 chapters, and the people who followed that Bhagavad Gita for 30 years, studying Bhagavad Gita from the temple, they said, we've been studying Bhagavad Gita for 30 years, but today we got the breakthroughs. A real understanding of Bhagavad Gita happened. This way back in 2005. Then Swamiji spoke in about 2012-13. 2 years he spoke on each verse. Bhagavad Gita has got 700 plus verses, and Swamiji spoke about 2 years, each verse, 2 hours, more than 2 hours he spoke, beautifully explained the meaning of each verse. Out of all these verses, and again one more time he spoke, And totally different context he explained so that we understand more and more of Bhagavad Gita. As Bhagavad Gita is one of the prime scripture. This was what we were studying earlier before the darshan. Swamiji made it right in the second time when he spoke elaborately about 2012. He made us write the verse and the meaning of that verse 1008 times. Kept writing, kept writing. So we repeated. So we get that understanding, we sink in our understand the importance of that. If we are constantly feeling so low about ourselves, our impossibilities, negative feelings, always something missing in life, that means what? We are not helping ourselves. Bhagavan Krishna spoke few thousands years ago. It was so powerful at that time, during all these years, thousands and thousands of years, and it is valid now, and it is going to be valid for good. If you help yourself, why am I doing? What am I doing? We are here to experience. The purpose of human life is to experience our highest self, that is divine. That is we call Paramashiva. Every satsang, Swamiji has been saying, you are Paramashiva. There is no satsang which goes without uttering the word, without reminding us, all of us, saying, you are divine, you are God. I am not here to prove that I am God. I am here to prove that you are God. Right? So again and again, since decades, he has been saying that. And every powerful cognition techniques, processes, initiations, powerful initiation, and so many things, that even the way we take food, Sharia, Pada, everything that he explains for the understanding that our divine self. It is the only purpose that he explains. Everything is only for that purpose. He has come down for us to lift us up to that stage. So for that, what we need to do? All the humanity is suffering only one thing. Poor me. I have so many problems. Nothing happens according to what I want. I want this, I want this, I want this, I want that. This is not happened, that is not happened. So we brood over, we sit and cause suffering to ourselves. So Krishna again and again said, I incarnate, Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. So avatars come down to planet Earth to remind us, to explain to us our divine self. We are here for that. Kameshwari ma, are you understanding ma? Pani Ayya, are you able to understand Ayya, what I'm saying? Yes. I request all of you to be interactive. So when you express what is our understanding, when you express and when you have a discussion, when you deeply internalize and express it, we remember more. Shravana is one time you listen. Your understanding is only 25%. Understand? Please understand. Only when you do the manana, meaning internalization, your next level of understanding happens. Another 25% you will learn. What Swamiji has said, how I did, how am I doing? Is this what I lived my life? No. Yes or no? Yes means good, continue. If not, where am I missing? How do I implement this powerful cognition in my life now? How do I implement this? What is that Swamiji is sharing through this satsang, through these sessions? So, am I living like this? The gap. You understand that we are doing this unconsciously, right? Many of the time, we don't even know that we are doing this to ourselves. So when we internalize that, we bring that unconscious thought currents to our consciousness. Awareness is the key. When we are aware, many things will resolve by itself. Like how a dry leaf, just little bit shake, little bit wind, dry leaves falls off, right? So many things just clears off just with the awareness. Awareness is the wind, just comes to our consciousness where any loose incompletion just goes away. Then we are clear about what is our root problem. What is that? From that root, so many branches are there. How do we address that? When we are aware of where we are stuck, it's easy to handle. When we are reacting to a certain situation also, oh, this is what my root, this is what I'm understanding. When we constantly help ourselves like this, manana, internalization. And next step is what? When you implement that, you understand, you listen, you understand, you did the manana, you understand certain teaching. Now, next step is what? Implement that, practice. Implement that practically in the life. When we practically implement that in the life, whatever questions come, whatever successfully implemented, got the successes or not gotten, yet to get the successes, all that discussing and clarified again experientially is Nithyananda. Then you learn another 25%. Then when you start teaching to others, when you start explaining to others, you have experientially now know. You heard, you internalized, you implemented experientially in your life. Then when you start explaining to others, you learn another 25% because this time you are hearing in a different context, in a next level of understanding happens. Then your understanding will be next level. I repeat this every day, literally. The reason is, otherwise what happens is, we attend the program. If we don't internalize, if we don't do the manana, okay, good program, that's it. What we transformed, what we learned, heard something like that, but it's like a periphery, it is there. You're there, but you don't know what to do. This program, the intention, this long Swamiji has put 16-hour program. Physically, by doing the intense yoga, all the layers of our existence should be addressed. That's why this long program, we need that kind of again and again and again, listening, internalizing. experientially practicing. This is what we need. Then only transformation starts happening. Otherwise, it looks like, yes, good. So many satsangs we listen. But is it become our reality? Is it experientially? Did we understand? Next time, for example, this verse we are learning, Uttaredana Atmanam Atmanam Amasadaye. You are your own friend. We have some conflict in the family. We are having conflict and we are fighting. Or we are having a low mood because we remembered some fateful incident. So much depression because something unexpected happened and we are so feeling so bad. If you continue to be in that state, you attract more and more. There's nothing changes. Then I need to help myself. Swamiji said in today's session, I need to help myself. Yes, this happened, but I cannot change now. Now I can, the present moment, I change my way, the way I feel, so my future will be taken care. So let me help myself. Let me practice this. Let me practice some unclutching. Let me practice some completion. Let me practice this. Let me practice this meditation. Let me do some yoga. So when you decide to do that, you are helping yourself. Only when you decide, completion happens, unclutching happens, anything can happen. Unless your decision is not there, even Swamiji cannot do anything for you. God cannot interfere in our mind. You have to decide. Sun rays are there, showering on everywhere. But if you sit in the closed room and brood over that, oh, sun is partial to me, sunshine is not happening to me, come out, open the door, open up yourself. So you have to decide to help yourself. Unless your decision is there, how many techniques you learn, they're good listening, but nothing happens. Something happens for sure, and because you're sitting in front of Swamiji Darshan, he will do whatever he can. But a real, complete transformation to happen only when you decide to help yourself. That is what Krishna is saying through this verse. Remember, whoever followed Bhagavad Gita achieved the greatest heights. I have known in Sangha so many people manifest so much of wealth, so much of completion, so much of this by reading the Bhagavad Gita. Swamiji has recommended every day at least read one page of Bhagavad Gita decoded, and the book is available soft copy. So many books we have distributed also, the physical copies. If you do not have at least Bhagavad Gita decoded available to you, just read a page. Swamiji just retold the Bhagavad Gita. Such a simple, lucid way. It is just so beautiful, so sweet. So Sangitama internalizing that, decide to take responsibility and practice cognition, powerful cognitions. Cognition can be anything. Powerful cognition is which take you to higher and higher consciousness. Sangeeta, be aware of the thought current that comes in consciousness. Find a root pattern that restrict constantly. Help yourself. Implement all that I listened in life. In the dhyasana, live and experience it. And if I don't internalize, transformation will not happen. Yeah. Sugar is sweet, honey is sweet. You keep repeating. Will you ever know the sweetness of honey? Only when you put it in the mouth, you will understand honey is sweet. Similarly, only when you implement that in your life, you understand the powerfulness of Swamiji's teachings. Internalizing and practicing is important for transformation. Help myself. I can change my present moment, the way I feel and transform. Wonderful, ma. Practice the meditation, yoga, completion. Yes, whatever you feel, do. Practice everything. Whatever you feel, and you're more inclined to unclutching, do more of unclutching. You're more inclined to completion. You do that. You like one technique, Nitya Dhyan, practice that. Today you learn N-Kriya, practice that. Whatever you feel like. You say N-Kriya a bit difficult for you, meaning you find it hard. Then don't do it. Do Nitya Dhyan. So many things Swamiji has given to suit all to everyone. People who follow it's a great height. Yeah. I should decide to help myself. Wonderful, man. Read Bhagavad Gita, decoded. Yes. At least a page every day. Start your day with that. Of course, Living Enlightenment, how to use that book? Whenever you are bothering about something, you want to talk to Swamiji, read the book, chant the Mahavakya and open the book, either soft copy or physical copy, and open the page randomly, and wherever your eyes fall, that is what Swamiji is speaking to you. So there are so many tools, techniques that are available. Swamiji continuously teaching all that from Sanatana Hindu Dharma, and to bring back the glory which existed about 1,000 years ago. Enlightened civilization existed about 1,000 years ago, not very far. Any questions? Any clarifications? You want to say something about it? Kameshwari ma, you are attending for the first time, no? First, okay. And continue to attend, ma. So we are having glimpses actually. 17th onwards, actual program starts, okay? This is the previous season's glimpses. What are all the important topics we are having the glimpses. But 17, the actual program start, but you continue to attend. You learn every day. Where are you from, ma? Connecticut. Okay, so we have actually we were actually watching the Swamiji's satsang on the 6th chapter, 5th verse. A little bit is left. As the darshan preparation started, we discontinued and we're going to resume that now. A little bit, a few minutes left. I will post it here now in the chat. I'll post the link of Living Enlightenment, Bhagavad Gita Decoded, right? Bhagavad Gita Decoded, every day you read one page, minimum. You read how much ever you want. Living Enlightenment book, you want a solution. You want something is, some doubts arises or something you want a solution. Just open that. Whenever you need powerful cognition, just open that soft copy. Wherever your cursor falls, just wherever your eyes fall, read that. And that is exact, that is a living deity. Meaning what? Literally, it speaks to you. These are the words of the enlightened consciousness. That means they hold, the truth of these words holds true for eternity. Bhagavad Gita. It is when that happened quite long ago, isn't it? Few thousand in the different yuga itself. How much truth those teachings applicable those days and all these years, for thousands of years, now also it is valid for good because they are from the God. Song of God, Bhagavad Gita, the song of God. What Bhagavan wants, what song he sings, he wants all of us to become like him. For that, he has given various paths. Different paths. You like bhakti, you follow bhakti. You like sannyas, follow the sannyas yoga. You like to do work, karma yoga. So many paths. Bhagavan has given 18 paths. So I'm going to post the links now, ma. Any other question, you can let me know before I play that little bit clip and move on to next session. I posted the link of Living Enlightenment book, ma. You can save this. You can download and save this. Now I'm going to post the Bhagavad Gita decoded book. And now practice open the Living Enlightenment book, and what I explained, you post one powerful cognition from Living Enlightenment book. Love bring great courage. Wonderful, yeah. Kameshwarima, you also posted. You are the fulfillment of the cosmos. So wonderful. I posted the link, ma. So now we are going to watch the remaining clip of the Bhagavad Gita. Then we are going to work on the wealth completion further.
stretch your tongue and concentrate on the tongue. When you go back to your house, try to do it. Just concentrate on the tongue. Visualize as if you are walking on your tongue. Your tongue is a highway and you are walking on that road. Just concentrate on it. Then take a chili and sugar candy. Take a chili and sugar candy. Touch it from two corners. Put chili in one corner, sugar candy in another corner. And deeply witness what is happening. Suddenly you will realize the process which happens when you touch chili and the process which happens when you touch sugar candy, both will be one and the same. Please try to do this experiment. You will understand. If you go a little deep, if you go a little deeper inside your system, the hot and sweet both are one and the same. Only when you stamp that, this is hot, this is not good for me, this is sweet, I like this. Only when you put a rubber stamp, only when you label it, the trouble starts. As a process, as a nature, both are one and the same. Try today. If you experiment, you will understand. Both processes are one and the same. You label that based on your belief, your earlier beliefs. Based on that, you label them. You decide. You downhole your experiences based on your recorded memory. Suddenly you decide, this is not good for me. Then you start thinking it is not good for you. And you really start feeling it is not good for you. One more thing we need to understand. Your thoughts are creating your senses. Your mind creates your senses. Don't think you are living with what you have. You create what you want to have. You are not living with what you have. You are creating what you want to have. Your thoughts are so powerful. Your mind is so powerful. It can change the whole body. It can just change the whole body. For example, one thought just now, try to think a person who creates disturbance in you, or your enemy, person who took money from you, not giving back, a person who gave you money and asking it back. Just remember that person. Immediately you can see the change happening inside your system. The whole chemistry is changing. Blood is boiling. BP is rising. Heartbeat is rising. Pulse rate is increasing. Just one thought, your whole system is changing. A single thought can change the whole chemistry. Or one thought which creates lust. One board or one hoarding is enough. Immediately your whole body chemistry changes. Your whole body is now ready. Please be very clear. Single thought can change the chemistry of your body. Your body is again and again created by your thoughts. It is your thoughts which creates the body. That is why in India there is a great science called Samudrika Lakshana. Seeing the body, seeing your face, seeing your way of standing, sitting and walking, they will tell the quality of you. They will tell everything about your mind. Because the rishis know the secret. The mind creates the body. It is your mind which creates the body. Body is the outer expression of mind. Body is nothing but outer expression of mind. Mind is nothing but inner experience of body. So if your mind changes, your whole body can be changed. Your whole system can be changed. Your whole senses will be changed. A man whose mind is controlled, whose mind is clearly reprogrammed according to the spiritual ideas. If you reprogram your mind, as on now, it is programmed for misery, towards dukkha. It is looking outward. If you can reprogram them to look in, towards bliss, your whole senses can be changed. Your whole senses can be changed. Please be very clear. All we need to do is just reprogram your mind to look in. That is the gist of the whole thing. And he says one more important thing, heat and cold. Heat and cold. Try this also. Beautiful experiment. I don't know whether you'll be able to believe or not. I have seen people living in Himalayas in snow with just 2 pieces of dress. Let me tell very clearly. I lived in Himalayas. I used to sleep on the snow with the same dress. I have lived. Very difficult to believe. But all you need to do is stop resisting, that's all. It is very difficult to believe, but you can do. Just don't create idea. The moment you feel the cool breeze, don't create an idea, cold, I may catch cold, I may have wheezing, I may have sinus, I may have asthma. Don't create big terms. And the West, the big problem is you learnt all nonsensical words. We know all the words, all negative words. More words you know about diseases, more the possibility of creating the disease in you. Because whenever you repeat something, you create that quality in you. Please be very clear. A simple experiment now you can do. If you just sit with closed eyes and repeat 10 times, Shanti, 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 you will have peace inside you. Only thing, your wife's name should not be Santi. If you just repeat that word, Shanti, for 10 minutes and 10 times, you will start experiencing that quality in you. That quality will start happening in you. If you repeat the names of diseases, please be very clear, you will start creating the same diseases in you. There's a recent research, beautiful research. I went to the API convention, the American Association of Physicians of Indian Origin. There they gave me a big their research works, beautiful book. I read few researches. One research says, the medical college, they did this research, medical colleges. If a particular disease, if the lessons are going on about the particular disease, for example, knee pain, more than 40% of the students get that pain. I don't know how you will understand this. More than 40%. Because continuously you are thinking about that symptom. And one more big problem. Whenever you hear any disease, any symptom, first thing you will do is you will compare with yourself. Do I have that? You will compare with yourself. You will see, do you have that symptom? Continuously, because they are meditating on that symptoms, 40% of the students express the same symptoms in their life. If the lesson goes to the next disease, they express that symptoms. whatever you think, you express. If you are continuously thinking the wrong things, your senses will be created in the same way. Only one thing you need to do, just work on the mind, just liberate the mind, just purify the mind. Your whole system will be purified. Your whole senses will be reconstructed. Krishna gives a beautiful technique also to work on the mind. To work on the mind. Krishna says one more thing. Honor and dishonor will also be the same. This is very difficult. Cold and heat can be the same. You can even accept that. But honor and dishonor, very difficult. And it is simply impossible. One word is enough to make us mad. One word, single word thrown on us is enough to make us mad. Because somebody asked me actually, Swamiji, why do we bother so much about others' opinion? You bother about others' opinion so much because you don't know about yourself. You know about yourself only through others' words, others' opinions. You understand about yourself only from others. If everybody says you are beautiful, you get that record, you get that certificate. If everybody says you are intelligent, you get that certificate. If everybody says you are great, you get that certificate. If everybody says you are very smart, you get that certificate. Collecting all these certificates, with those certificates you build your personality. In our Life Bliss program, the first session is about this. The first session, why we get depressed. Why again and again we fall into the low energy. Because the energy source for you is other certificates. You don't have self-respect. You respect yourself only based on others' opinions. If others' opinions about you is good, you think you are great. If others' opinions about you is not good, immediately you fall. Have you seen the kids playing? They will build castles with playing cards. Same way, you build castles with other certificates. Your personality is nothing but a castle built with others' certificates. If one card is removed in that castle, what will happen to that castle? It just tumbles down. Same way, if a single person takes away his certificate, what happens to your personality? Just collapse. Again and again you fall into the depression. Please be very clear. Whenever you fall into the depression, either somebody would have taken their certificate or you are afraid that somebody may take away their certificate. That's all. Scan it. You will realize either somebody would have taken away their certificate or you are afraid that they may take away their certificate. We have no self-respect. Christ says, Jesus says, love thy neighbor as you love thyself. That is why so much of war. Because you don't love yourself. That is why so much of hatred. Jesus says, love thy neighbor as you love thyself. You don't love yourself. We don't have self-respect. We know about ourselves only based on others' opinions. We build our personality only by others' opinions. That is why we care so much for others' opinions. The first session of life bliss is this session. First thing I tell people is, if you want to live, learn how to live, how to stand on your own foot, how to be with yourself. As of now, our source of energy is others' opinions. If somebody comes and tells you, you are really great, you will try your best to say, no, I am not, but inside what happens? See very clearly, inside what happens? Inside the mind is telling, tell little more. But outside you feel very shy. But inside mind says, no, little more. Okay. Continuously, we are fueled by others' opinion and we work to get others' opinion. Meditate on this one statement. This is a sutra. This is a great sutra which can liberate you. Don't worry about others' opinions. Don't worry what others are thinking about you, because they are worrying about what you are thinking about them. They are worrying, thinking what you are thinking about them. Don't worry about others' opinions, because they are worrying about your opinions about them. Meditate on this one statement. It will completely liberate you from this problem of honor and dishonor. You will be liberated from the honor and dishonor. Look into your life. Whomsoever is standing in your consciousness, about whoever's opinion you are worrying, all of them are bothered about your opinions. Be very clear. If you are bothered about somebody's opinion, directly or indirectly, he is also bothered about your opinion. It is just give and take game. It is just give and take game. Don't bother about anybody's opinion, because they are bothering about your opinions.
So what is your understanding? What is your internalization of what you have heard? The cosmos is fulfilling itself through me, not an accident. I'm the miracle of the cosmos. You are the fulfillment. Okay, so, okay, ma'am, this one is powerful cognition. Okay, so now we are working on wealth manifestation. We have learned completion with the wealth, and we have done the completion. Now let's learn some techniques to manifest the wealth. Self-respect is very important. Do not expect certificates from others. Wonderful, ma'am. So now we are going to learn from Swamiji, from various satsang, compilation of various satsang, the techniques to manifest the wealth.
creation, sustenance, ability to handle when it is destroyed. Creation, sustenance, ability to handle when it is destroyed. This three dimension about wealth need to be known. Creation is all about high enthusiasm. Understand? The whole thing, the creation of the wealth, I am boiling it down to one word. Intense high enthusiasm. I challenge and I promise. Just radiate high enthusiasm in any line you touch. Even if it is a line of collecting garbage, show high enthusiasm. Maintain the high enthusiasm 11 hours a day. 11 hours is something like a cycle. I am saying 11 hours a day, just for 21 days maintain high enthusiasm. Do it as a practice. Anything you do, I challenge. Not only you will attract tremendous wealth, suddenly the very attitude and life you are having, attitude and life, attitude and attitude towards life, both will take a quantum leap. High enthusiasm. I can say, maybe I can use the word a little strong word, terrific enthusiasm. High enthusiasm is wealth. Anything you do, radiate high enthusiasm, that will become sacred. That will become sacred. I can say, if you have the high enthusiasm, you have received a prasadam from Guru. The real prasadam is not the food Guru ate or the water washed his feet. These are all outer prasadam. The real prasadam is the high intense enthusiasm. Enthusiasm in anything you do. Filling your being is the right job of the master, then fulfilling your desires. Fulfilling your desires are too small, then filling your being. A real master fills your being. Creation is all about high enthusiasm. Enthusiasm can never be brought by any reason. Understand? Enthusiasm is just internal quality, like you are breathing, like how you are alive, like living. Enthusiasm is high quality. It is your very quality. It can never be altered, arranged, reorganized by any reason. It is just joy overflowing through your intelligence. I can tell you, use anything to create enthusiasm in you. Enthusiasm and addictions are completely opposite to each other. Things which addict you can never give enthusiasm. Things which give enthusiasm to you can never addict you. This is the truth. Don't think you can create enthusiasm through alcohol, through drugs. No. It doesn't happen. Maybe demonic excitement can happen by alcohol and drugs. Demonic excitement is not enthusiasm. In demonic excitement, you are not creative. You are violent. You just jump around like bhutas. They do not know what they are doing. They destroy. They never create. But in enthusiasm, you are not demonic or excited. You are only enthusiastic. Enthusiasm is creation, creativity. I can tell you, whenever you are filled with enthusiasm, those few moments you are experiencing God intensely in your inner space. When you are having a big change in your life, but suddenly you have a guts and energy to face the situation, be clear, you received the prasadam. Sacred prasadam. High enthusiasm is real wealth. At the age of my third birthday, I was 3. Usually in the young, I'm born and brought up in a village, Thiruvannamalai, Ramana Maharshi's place. Now it is a little kind of a town, but in those days it was a village. I'm talking about 35 years before, one generation before. So it was a village. Usually in the villages, all the family people will give money for the kids during birthday and all these auspicious days. And I was born in a giant family where 87 people lived together. Just few days before for my biography I calculated, 87 people lived in one house. The house is 80,000 square feet. 80,000 square feet house and 80,000 square feet ground. There was little, some parts had a double story, but all other 86,000 square feet ground floor. So, huge giant family. Naturally, aunt, uncle, cousin, each one came and gave 1 rupee, 2 rupee. Those days 1 rupee means it's equivalent to now, you can say 100 rupee or 1000 rupee. So I had one kerchief where all the money was there. I was sitting and my father asked me, what are you going to do? I said, what to do with it? I asked him back, what to do with it? He said, you can buy whatever you want. I said, I wanted only a Ganesha and you already gave me. He gave me one Ganesha. If you read my biography, the Ganesha who ate food, that Ganesha only, still is there in the ashram. And I want only one Ganesha, you gave me already Ganesha. I don't need anything more. Then he asked me, you don't want this money? I said, no, I don't need. He said, then you can give it to anybody you want. All my brothers and cousin brothers, sisters, all of them were playing there. I screamed, called them, saying that, hey, whoever wants this money, please take it. First, actually, I thought all of them will come and pick up little. But one of my elder brother is very strong guy. He came and took the whole thing. Then my father interfered. And he said, hey, he told me, no, tell him to share with everybody. Call everybody and give equally. I looked at him and said, I don't need. Whoever takes it, what is there for me? Leave it. I tell you, this is my first experience with the money. This is exactly the pattern still I am living. And I also wanted to tell you, any project I want to do, money comes. Simply it comes. All I need to do is tell that I am going to do. Now today morning I said, and I am going to build an hospital. I tell you honestly, now I don't have money. But I will tell you, next time when I come, I will be announcing. Money has come, we are building the project. I just know. See, money is simply extension of your understanding about you. Your strength on you. Your strong belief on you.
I am not talking something impractical, please understand. No. I am not talking anything mystical or impractical. Whatever I am talking is a formula. It is not just miracle happens only in my life. It is a formula which can happen in every one of your life. The only solution to have abundance in the life, go deeper into your muscle memory, remove this tiredness, life negative patterns. Go into your biomemory, remove these life negative cognitions. That is why I tell you, first step in abundance is yoga and the long breath. Breathing deeply and yoga is the first step in abundance. Because that is when even your muscle memory is ready for abundance. Go deeper into muscle memory, biomemory, and bioenergy. Even if you have billions, but you are all the time tired, bored, you are not going to experience abundance. So the first thing, get into your muscle memory the incompletions you stored against abundance. Actually, there are people, the moment their project is going to be successful, even they cannot tolerate. They will fall into tiredness and confusion and collapse it. Destroy it. We all have that cute feeling of living with the minimal memory, because somehow we think more number of thoughts means more stress, which is completely wrong. Listen, which is completely wrong. More number of thoughts are not more stress. More number of thoughts from incompletions are more stress. See, it is your internal fight which encourages thoughts and which wants to be thoughtless. That is stressful. Actually, thoughts by themselves are like Lakshmi, wealth. Right way of applying it, you can just manifest wealth without manipulating. There are only two kinds of people who are wealthier in the planet Earth, the humanity. One who manifest wealth, other one who manipulate wealth. That's all. Thoughts are like Lakshmi. If you know how to manifest them, you will manifest wealth. But if you are stupid to manipulate yourself, you will be manipulating wealth. Anything manifested can never be taken away from you by anybody. Anything manipulated can never stay with you, however you may try. I am telling you. Anything manifested can never be taken away from you, however you try. How much ever your detractors, opponents, enemies try, nothing can be taken away from you.
go on manifesting powers that will actually make you healthy, wealthy. For example, if you are moving a matter, don't think just you are only moving a matter. You will be cleaning your liver and kidney and heart during those moments. If you even medically test, your internal organs will be at their best performance. When you move a matter, time stops working on you and the anti-aging happens to you. A reversal of all the physical damage done to your body by time happens. If you just move a matter through power manifestation, your yoga will become amazing. Your digestion will become amazing. And your wealth manifestation will become amazing. Because you need to understand all power manifests from the space of Mahadeva, Sadashiva. It's not that for each power you have a separate mantra and you use that mantra, only that power manifests. No. You use tantra, not mantra, which is same for all power manifestation. Go on be power manifesting. Go on be reaching out to others. Go on be causing. I tell you. That just makes you a pure channel of Mahadeva, Sadashiva. Anima, Lahima, Mahima, Ishitvam, Vashitva, Prapti, all these Ashtama Siddhis are possible. Your brain is hardwired for all these higher possibilities. Just because common man did not have access to the science does not mean it does not exist. Just because common man does not have access to the country's treasury, you can't say country's treasury does not exist. Same way, just because you do not have access to these extraordinary powers, don't think these powers don't exist. All these great powers are possible. It is a simple inner science. Listen. Kundalini Shakti can directly make you more productive, more aware, more conscious, intuitive, ultimately rich. It will take away the low idea you carry about you. It will take away the lower self-image you carry about you. It will show you your possibilities. It will show you the power of your intuition. It will awaken your intuition. It will awaken your intelligence. You will forget tiredness and boredom. You will do smart work, not just hard work, smart work. Your DNA strands are connected through water, hydrophobic material. DNA strands and the consciousness is connected through sound, sounds with which they are connected matters. The good news is you can reprogram, replace the old sounds through which your consciousness and DNA strands are tied together, connected together. The great news is you can use these 4 opportunities to do it easily. I'll give you the precise conclusion. Whenever you feel hungry, angry, lusty, sleepy, intensely reverberate your whole being with Mahavagya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, with the decision, let my being, let my consciousness manifest itself through my DNA using this Mahavagya as connection point. Let Mahavagya be the connective point. I tell you, immediately you will experience Kailasa. This Mahavagya is directly from Kailasa. Anyone who decides to use Mahavagya to connect your consciousness and DNA will have the ultimate superconscious mutation. Maybe for a few minutes, you can all sit. Today, all of you feel connected to the Padukas, Guru Padukas, which directly liberates, which is an independent intelligence. Energized by Guru, Master, but after energizing, it is an independent intelligence. So all of you feel connected to the Padukas and sit in Samyama, Samadhi with Padukas. Let all of you experience Kundalini awakening just by the grace of Guru Padukas. Let the Padukas radiate intense presence and awaken all your Kundalini. Come on, you will see now. Many people whose Kundalini is, who has not experienced Kundalini awakening, will experience now. Because the Paduka is independent intelligence. You will all experience levitation and Kundalini awakening by an effect through the Padukas. Just sit and relax, remembering the Guru Padukas. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, and share the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you.
Now, what you have learned, can you post the gist, ma? Let's internalize. All right. Now, one last segment. Guru's grace is the ultimate wealth. We have the Guru's grace. He gives us everything. He showers us everything that we need. So what we seek for is first Guru's grace. Then we have everything that we can manifest.
There are only two forces in your life. One, there are only two forces in your life. One, gravitation. I'll explain. Listen carefully. What is gravitation in your inner space? Listen. I'm not just talking about the external gravitation force. I'm talking about gravitation power, or I should say powerlessness. Moving with the logic of this is the past, because of that this is the way the future will be. This is the way past was, because of that this is the way the future is going to be, is gravitation. Listen. If your thought current to run your life, oh, this is the way my past was, and this is the way my future is going to be. It is called logical lifestyle. That thought current is gravitation. There is one more energy current. Please understand. The thought current I explained, this is the way my life was, so this is the way my future will be. All of you know, that's the way you function. I call it life of logic. But there is another one, energy current. The possibility of the future
not logically connected to your past, not logical continuity of your past, because of some conscious intervention. You call it Guru's grace or God's grace, Sadashiva's grace. That is what I call Shaktipada. Understand? Blessed are those in whose life Shaktipada has happened. Before Shaktipada, life is logical. After Shaktipada, life will be magical. The person who decides this kind of an external intervention is impossible is atheist. Who starts convincing you it is not only not possible for me, not possible for you also is communist. Who thinks it may be possible for others in the past, not in the present, so-called modern day Hindu. It is possible for me also. Maybe if I practice when I am about to die, agnostic. It is possible if I practice yogi. Happened, we are celebrating Nithyananda. I remember once, see one of my guru, Narayana Guru, Narayana Swami Tata, his name, locally people used to call him Narayana Swami Tata. He is well known in Tiruvannamalai, especially because all the unresolved crimes by the police, the main town police station, all the officers will come to, police officers will come to him. All the police officers who worked in Tiruvannamalai town 30 years before, they know this Narayana Swami Tata whom I am talking about. This Tata is instrument for building a Devi temple in Tiruvannamalai police station. In Tiruvannamalai police station, inside the station, there is a Unnamulayamman temple, Devi temple. That temple was built by the police people, and this Swami, Narayana Swami, was responsible for it. And that is a separate story. I'll tell that story later. Now, you listen to this Narayana Swami Tata's Leelas and few things. All these police people will come to him for resolving all the unresolved crimes. He will use his powers and give all the details. Where that criminal is hiding, where that thief is sitting, where that stolen goods are kept. Even in the murders, he will tell very clearly who has murdered, how the murder happened, and police will go and solve the crimes. One day, one person caught in a crime, not because he did a crime, but he was in a wrong place with the wrong people. So his friends took him, saying that, come on, let's go for rounds to roam around. Without telling this person, they are all planning for committing a crime. They just took him like a company. But when they went there, they all committed the crime, which the team committed the crime. This fellow went there without knowing that The plan was a crime. And this fellow was a devotee of this Narayana Samitata. Listen carefully. His name, that person's name, I still remember, Sivan Pillai. That Sivan Pillai is a devotee of Narayana Samitata. That Sivan Pillai was called by his friends, come on, let's go for a trip. They took him. But his friends did not tell that they are planning to commit certain crime and they are taking this fellow along with them for that crime. Because that gang, which was planning for a crime, they know this Tata will tell all the truths to the police and the police will arrest them. But if Tata's devotee is part of their gang, the Tata may save that gang to save his devotee. That was the plan. So they took this Sivan Pillai with them and committed the crime. The Sivan Pillai did not participate in the crime, but he was part of the team. He ran back to Tata, Narayana Swami Tata, and begged him, please save me. I did not do the crime and they lied. They did not tell me that they are going to commit this crime and they just took me with them. Even though I have not done the crime, but I was part of that team when the crime was committed. Tata said only one thing. All right, go and sit. He particularly mentioned one cave in Arunachaleshwara hill, in the Arunachala hill. He said, go and sit in that cave. Don't come out of it. You will get the food inside the cave. As long as the food comes to you, don't come out. Eat, stay, don't worry, don't come out. This fellow is such an obedient disciple, he went and did the same. As usual, the police came to Tata to resolve this crime. And Tata gave all the instruction and he showed all the team fellows and all of them got arrested other than his devotee. Those fellows got arrested and put in jail. I was seeing the whole scene, means when the devotee Sivan Pillai came and cried to him. I think that Sivan Pillai must be still alive in Tiruvannamalai. Because at that time he was 30 maybe. So now he may be 70 or 60s. He may be still alive. I'll tell our autobiography team to go and interview him and bring him to pre-satsang hosting if he is still alive. He can narrate the whole incident. All of you can enjoy it. And I was witness for both the scenes, when Sivan Pillai came and cried and when police came and reported the crime and he resolved the whole crime and everything. I asked Tata, you could have just saved Sivan Pillai because he did not commit the crime. He was only in the scene. If you did not tell his name, that's enough. Police is not going to go and arrest him. Why did you tell him to go and sit in the cave? Then Tata told me, hey, illada thambi. He told me in Tamil. I'll tell exactly in Tamil and then translate. Illada thambi. அவனுக்கு பந்தனம் இருக்குடா, அதனால பந்தனத்தை பந்தன யோகமா மாத்தத்தான் குகைக்குள்ள போய் உட்கார்ந்து தியானம் பண்ண சொல்லிட்டுண்டா. இப்ப பந்தன சாபத்திலிருந்து பந்தன யோகமா மாத்திட்டேன்டா. அவனுக்கு பிரச்சனை சால்வ் ஆயிருச்சு. Means he was supposed to get arrested in the graha situation. He has the jail. Instead of jail, he changed it into bandhana yoga, means withdrawal from society, and he was meditating, and the same punishment is now used as transformed into tapas, and that fellow got some powers because he obeyed the Guru work. See, if he has gone to jail, he would have been physically, mentally broken, lost all the best things he had in his life. But bandhana got converted into bandhana yoga by Guru's grace, and he got all the best things in the life. He got powers, blessings of the Guru, got saved from the jail, and all the other social stigma associated with it, everything. He got all the best instead of all the worst. The Guru's grace, Guru Bhakti. And that fellow was so deeply devoted to the Guru, he just obeyed. Whatever Guru said, he did not say, oh, how will I get food? How will I get water? How will I go for 1, 2, 3? He did not ask any of the questions. He just went and sat in that cave, did not come out. And even I don't know how many days he was there and how he managed 1, 2, 3. I know for sure after that he was very healthy. And he did not have any legal or any problem. And he started even manifesting powers because he obeyed the Guru's words. The possibility of bandhana became converted into bandhana yoga. Bandhana Shaba got converted into bandhana yoga by Guru's grace. Guru can change everything. I should say, listening to Guru can change everything. More than Guru can change everything. Listening to Guru can change everything. I still remember I was 8 or 9-year-old boy sitting with 2 of my gurus. I had the fortune of having 4 or 5 gurus continuously making all their time and energy available to me. So 2 of my gurus, I was sitting with 2 of my gurus, and the temple bell rang. The lifestyle in Arunachala is so beautiful. You know it is morning only when you hear the temple bell. You know it is breakfast time by listening the crackers in the temple. Every puja, there will be temple crackers. All the 6 pujas, there will be temple crackers. Only listening to that sound we know the time. So the temple bell rang, means Nevedyam. The food is being offered to Sadashiva. Both my gurus immediately looked at me and said, go and bring the prasadam. After the Nevedyam is done, it will be given to all the devotees. It will be shared with all the devotees. They both were sitting in one corner and asked me, go and bring. I went to the place where they distribute the prasadam and waited. Puja was over. The rituals got completed and they started serving. And I stretched my hand and the priest gave one share. It's like one share itself will be almost like half a kg rice. In one big leaf they'll give. And then the pujari was telling, the pujari saw before going to the puja that I was sitting with both my gurus, and the pujari is very greatly devoted, highly devoted to both the gurus. So the pujari saw and told me, hey, take 2 more for them also, they are sitting. Take 1 for you, take 2 more for them. I was a little reluctant because one of the boy and girl who were my classmates are standing in the queue next to me. They will laugh at me, taking so much, all for one person. So for this purpose only you are sitting in the temple whole day. That's the way they usually make fun of kids. So, and I know already they are gazing at me in the mood of making fun. I felt little pride. I am from a big family, and again I have been told from beginning that you are from big family and you have to behave yourself like that in the public. So I told the pujari, no need, this is enough, and I brought the Nevedyam to both my gurus. They asked, hey, where is our share? Did the pujari not give? As if they both eat. Actually, both the fellows doesn't eat anything. Very rarely they will touch and put 2-3 grains in the mouth and give it to other people who are sitting with them. And I said, no, you don't eat. You eat rarely. This is more than enough for all 3 of us. They asked, no, did that pujari give or not? I said, yes, he gave. He wanted to give. He asked me, take 2 more to both the swamis. Then they asked, why did you refuse? No, behind me my classmates are standing. They will make fun of me that I am taking so much. Am I going to eat so much? And for this food only I am in the temple. They will tease me. I don't want to get teased by them, so I brought only my portion. Till this moment they were very casual, laughing, smiling. Immediately I saw Kupamal staring at my eyes and saying, go to their shop street and beg and bring the food. That's the word she uttered. They both own a shop. This means their father owns a shop. The same street where my father also owns shop, and the whole street is literally ruled by my grandfather. He is the head of that whole association. So I always walk in that street with the pride. I'm a grandson of this guy, And all the shop owners are either family or friends. So any shop we enter and eat anything, whether it is jaggery or dal or anything in any of the shops is free, and we'll directly go and sit. And in village actually we know literally everyone's name, and it's a different lifestyle. But in that same street I have to beg now. All will make fun. What happened to your grandfather and his wealth? They will ask all questions and they will tell my grandfather. That is the next problem. That your grandson is begging in the street. Why you are not giving food for him? Of course, one good thing I had. I think this is the greatest boon Sadashiva gave. just obeying the Guru Vak. I think that's the greatest wealth I brought with me, I tell you. The future may think, future may describe various things as my main contribution. Some may say my Gurukul is my contribution, and some may say the science of manifesting powers is my great contribution. Some may say science of enlightenment is my great contribution. But I tell you, the greatest thing I brought, which was useful for me, is surrender to the Guru Vak. If any of you feel in a very short span, in a very young age, in small number of years, I have done big work. Whoever feels, if you feel that, if you want to know the secret, I tell you, complete surrender to the Guru Vak, to the letter and spirit, that reduced lot of time wastage. The moment my Guru said, go and beg the same street, in the same shop and bring food, I know now it is a serious. It's not casual. It's not fun anymore. It means I have done something out of my pattern or out of the context which my masters are correcting. I tell you, I stood up, straight went to that street, begged, and brought whatever I got. Naturally, all friends, family, they all gave so many things. I have to take a small pulling cart. In villages, there will not be rickshaw, the hand-pulled cart. So I have to hire a small hand-pulled cart to bring all the items I got as bhiksha to my Guru. So I hired a small vehicle and brought the whole thing and put it at the feet of both the Gurus, and I realized, understand, that was one of the greatest realization I had. I should not be bothered about imaginary opinions of others. I tell you, the liberation that happened at that moment is still now useful for me. Next day I had a chance to talk to both my friends. They were asking me, hey, why were you going for bhiksha in all the shops? Did you do any prayer, or is it any divine commitment? In villages we have a habit that if somebody is sick, they pray to Venkateshwara and Kuladevata, that they will go for bhiksha and bring and offer it in the undi. Still we do that. Every Puratasi month, all the Vaishnavas, they go for bhiksha and take it and offer it to Vishnu temple, and Shaivites every Margasirsha month go for bhiksha and offer it to the Shiva temple. They asked, when both the friends asked me that, hey, did you have any prayer? Why were you begging? In the mind I was thinking, only you fellows are responsible for my begging. And Only now I understand. You guys did not even have the idea which I was thinking you guys will be having. After 50, if I come out of one pattern, then what about the second pattern? That 90. Third pattern? The implicit surrender to the Master's words have reduced tremendous wastage of life. Money saved is money earned. Time saved is time earned. Life saved is life earned. Somebody has asked me, there's one more question. What is it that is really working for the seeker? Is it self-effort or Guru's grace? This is one of the important problems seekers face in their life. Is it Guru's grace or self-effort? If it is self-effort, why do we need Guru? If it is Guru's grace, why should we do any self-effort? I am solving this paradox, this problem once for all. Understand, you need to have self-effort to be in Guru's grace. You need to have Guru's grace to have self-effort. Both are not contradictory. When you catch Guru's grace, put your self-effort to be in the grace. Avoid all the negative talks, negativity about the Master and you. When you have the Guru's grace, take the inspiration from him and start the self-effort. When you have the self-effort, put the effort to be in Guru's grace. When you have Guru's grace, use the grace to create self-effort. You need to have self-effort to sit in Guru's grace, to be soaked in Guru's grace every day. The beauty of Hinduism is it does not claim monopoly over Nirvikalpa Samadhi or enlightenment. Everywhere, the sincere people receive Nirvikalpa Samadhi, enlightenment, superconscious breakthrough. Be very clear. Anywhere the sincere people receive Nirvikalpa Samadhi and superconscious breakthrough. Now, I have been sent to planet Earth to initiate, inspire, emanate this Nirvikalpa Samadhi, superconscious breakthrough, to give you the experience continuously. So all of you receive the stimulus package from Paramashiva first. Listen. Sincere practitioners, either you practice unclutching, completion, oneness, ajapa japa of Mahavagya, intense yoga, sincere puja, any of these practices I initiated you into. Deep feeling connection. You are qualified to receive the large chunk of this stimulus package from Paramashiva, superconscious breakthrough. One good news is with Paramashiva, there is no separate lobbying. Just if you are sincerely doing it, that is enough. It is just literally you are bombarded with super consciousness. Paramashiva searches, seeks wherever the seekers are. He seeks the seekers and bombards them with a super conscious breakthrough.
Visualization exercise we'll be doing now. Guru's grace is the ultimate wealth. Moving with the logic of that is the past, because of that, this is the way the future will be, is gravitation. The possibility of the future is not logically connected to your past because of some conscious intervention. Because of some conscious intervention, that conscious intervention you call Guru's grace or God's grace or Paramashiva's grace. I fell in love with Advaita, the oneness, with the Dharma, teachings of the Guru, with the person who introduced Advaita to me and who was the embodiment of Advaita for me, Guru Arunagiri Yogeshwara. Then I know I can never fall into powerlessness and I am always powerful. Even fear cannot frighten me. Death cannot kill me. I still remember I was 9-year-old boy sitting with the two of my gurus. The temple bell rang, means Naivedyam food being offered to Sadashiva. Both my gurus immediately looked at me and said, go and bring the prasadam, food offered to the deity. I went to the place where they distribute prasadam and I stretched my hand to the priest, gave one share. The pujari saw and said, take one for you and two more for them. I was a little reluctant because one of the boys and girls who were my classmates were standing in the queue next to me. They will laugh at me. So taking so much. So all for one person. This is why you come to temple. So I told Pujari, no need. This is enough. I brought the Naivedyam to both my gurus. They asked, hey, where is our share? Did the Pujari not give? I said, yes, he gave. He wanted to give. He asked me, take two more to both the Swamis. Then they asked, why did you refuse? I replied, no, behind me, my classmates are standing. So they'll make fun of me so that I am taking so much and I'm going to eat so much. And for this food only, I am in the temple. So they will tease me. I don't want to get teased by them. So I bought only my portion. Till this moment, they were very casual, laughing, smiling. But now I saw Kupumal staring at my eyes and saying, go to the shop street and beg and bring the food. The whole street literally run by my grandfather and he's the head of that whole association. So I always walk on the street with a pride and all the shop owners are either family or friends. But in that same street, I have to beg now. All will make fun. Of course, one good thing is I think this is the greatest boon Sadashiva gave, obeying to the Guru walk. I think that's the greatest wealth I brought with me. I stood up, straight went to the street, begged and brought the whatever I got. Those same friends asked me later, "Hey, did you have any prayer? Why did you begging? Why were you begging?" In the mind, I was thinking, you guys did not even have an idea of which I was thinking you guys will be having. I realized I should not be bothered about imaginary opinions of others. The liberation that happened at that moment is still now useful for me. Looking and pen down the last at least 2 situations that happened in your life where you experienced Guru's grace in your life. Listening to Guru changed your life. Maybe it was simple call in your heart for Swamiji. Please pen down. Of course. So, Guru's grace is the ultimate wealth. Kailasa's embassies worldwide were graced with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Nithyananda Paramashivoham, compassion during the COVID outbreak. In 2021, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Nithyananda Paramashivoham, opened the doors of Kailasas, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself had done Bhusparsha, the installation of deities. He shared that these were portals to Kailasa through which he would multiply himself and provide safe heaven for everyone residing inside Kailasa. Recognizing the efforts of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Nithyananda Paramashivoham, by the United Nations, the report noted that Kailasa was the only nation in the world that reports zero death due to COVID, owing to the spiritual energy, grace of Paramashiva, planning, and 3-level quarantine setup through the Nijavatar, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, that ensured no way that the virus could enter the ashram premises. Along with Sattvic diet, Kailasa citizens were continuously given medical checkups, Siddha Aushadha, the sacred 3 herbs that bring back health, devoted their entire time in the intense meditation and unclutching. Several campuses during COVID-19 even devoted their entire time in healing, providing medical care, emergency relief, tests, and medication to areas and temples around the globe. All of these services were provided free of cost, including education for 3 years till the pandemic subsided, not just for Kailasa citizens, even public who requested to reside in Kailasa. Kailasa launched across the southeast area a multi-million disaster relief aid, ambulances, oxygen canisters, and core medical supplies fit for disasters and emergencies of large proportions. Multi-layered quarantine ecosystems open to all to receive, protect the various waves of the pandemic. Continuous support in all levels, physical and psychological, and the Paramashivoham 2 and 3 minutes for peace. So so many ashrams, adhinams open during the COVID care. So the Guru's grace is the ultimate wealth. So the ultimate truth that Paramashiva himself reveals in Sri Guru Gita is Guru is the embodiment of God. Included that your gifts is this rare question and answer with the Nijavatar, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Nithyananda Paramashivam, on why Guru, listening to Paramashiva, reveal why he came down as our Guru. So with this, let's pay our deepest gratitude to Swamiji. With the space of deep gratitude, let's conclude with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tasat Sarvam Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Nithyanandam, everyone. Thank you so much. See you all tomorrow on day 3 of the glimpses of the Paramashivoham Level 1. Thank you so much. Nithyanandam.